To give you guys context, originally when we first started working with this individual, he was in the B2B space, but was working with kind of mid-level managers and executives. And the amount of money that he was charging was so little compared to the amount of value and potential that he had to bring. So he had someone who was super qualified, had really, really big goals, and he successfully closed his program. Instead of $3K, he charged it for $14,000. And now all of a sudden you're on cloud nine, right? You're on top of the world. You're like, oh my gosh, right? And he was nervous. He admitted, he's like, dude, when it happened, I was so nervous. and so when the guy said yes, I was like, oh my gosh. And here's what's funny. So after he successfully closed it for $14K, and you always have the butterflies in your stomach. You don't really know if they say yes. Is it really valued at much? Later on, a few weeks later, after working with his client, he just paid him the money. What he did was he made one mistake that I see a lot of people do, right? He prospected, he charged more money, he gained his confidence, and then he stopped. Right? He just paused. He worked with the client and didn't keep going, didn't keep prospecting, didn't keep having booked calls and selling. So we're having a conversation, and he was telling me about the mindset shift he had, and he went down in the dumps because the person he was working with, unfortunately, when you're working, especially in the corporate world, corporations think that they can do everything on their own. Right. So when you're kind of like in the high ticket coaching space or with corporate individual, you give them the frameworks. He's just like, okay, well, cool. I have the framework, so I don't really need any type of continuity. I'm just going to take this and run with it and do it on my own.